Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. What's going on, y'all? Once again, I'm back. Went live earlier. Y'all see we outside. It felt good outside. I decided to come out here and do the live. Thank you for everybody being in here. Today is September 5th, Tuesday, 2023, the year of our Lord. You may or may not be able to hear that plane going over my head, but those have been in here before, y'all know how I go. Keep on cooking. The time is now 7:30 p.m. in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. That is Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for being in here. General housekeeping. See the Cash App, see the PayPal on the screen. Don't be afraid to utilize either one of those or the Super Chat or the Super Stickers. However you want to donate to the channel, it's much appreciated. If you don't want to donate, that's okay. I'm going to keep cooking. This is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where we help men find a positive fuck it. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I am your host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Again, thank you all for being in here. Hit like. It's free. Free. One of the few things in life that are actually free that are free. And you don't got to pay for it on the back end. Hit the like button. Take your shoes off. I would say take your shoes off when you come in my house, but pass me a cigar when you come in my house. Hit the like button. The like button's free. New viewers, if I have to earn your subscription, I understand. I'm going to keep on rocking. So again, hit the subscribe button for me. But if I have to earn it, I understand that too. I'm still going to be here. Been here a year and a half. Again, I'm just going to be here. I'm going to be here talking to y'all, everybody that's in here. I appreciate it. For those in the growth family, I think we got all the general housekeeping out the way. Let me go ahead and let you guys know the troll himself. Y'all can hear him laughing, right? The real life troll himself, Broken Traditions, is right here beside me. We were talking some YouTube stuff earlier, lighting up cigar, just having a good conversation. Looked up and was like, oh shit, it's 7 o'clock, man. You about to go on live. I'm like, man, you might as well just stick and stay. So while he's not on camera with me, he's literally sitting to my right on his computer, and you can hear him laughing. And he told me he was going to troll me while I was doing this live. But again, let me get to you guys' comments. I appreciate everybody. Y'all know how I go when we're outside. I usually don't have my my soundboard, so I'm working off of one screen. So be a little bit patient with me this evening. But again, thank you. And thank you to everybody that came in earlier. I did an earlier live about the brick gate, the brick face situation going on. I did that at 12 today. So if you missed that, go back, join the replay gang. Go ahead and watch that. Had a good live for about a little bit over an hour. So I kept it short and sweet. Broken Traditions joined me earlier on that live. He wasn't here with me, but he joined me on the live, and we had a discussion about it, went through some clips. So go back, drop something in the comment section. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that situation. The whole believe all black women, protect black women at all costs type of thing. We've seen brothers lose their lives before. Y'all got my sentiments about that earlier today on today's live. So those that could make it, thank you. Those that didn't, just make sure you circle back. Go ahead and watch it again. Let me go ahead and get to y'all comments. We're going to get to cooking tonight. You see, Broken Tradition says, I'm at Kofa's house now. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to join the live before I leave. Again, he's right here. Y'all can hear him. Salute to Brother Malika. Auntie Sean, I appreciate you being in here. Give me a second.
You go, girl.
There we go. So I had to get to my sound bites. I had to move some things around again. One more time, just to get us right.
Oh, Mike's had one.
Mike, who? Bad knees, Mike?
Yeah.
Look, I'm getting to it, bro. Look. Corey Joe says, I'm mad I missed y'all this morning. I caught the tail end. Replay gang, we up. I appreciate it, good, bro. Thank you for being in here, Corey Joe. Look, Malika says says one. We're working off the webcam. If you guys can't tell, I'm working off my webcam again. I just wanted to sit outside in my backyard and chill. Let me see. Keep on going. BT fucking with people. Look, yep. No toothpick Kofa tonight. Y'all got cigar Kofa. I've been getting my hand slapped by YouTube, so some of my videos haven't been getting fully monetized because apparently you're not supposed to push tobacco on YouTube, but there's whole cigar channels. So go figure. So I'm going to smoke mine. I might have to tail it off, later on down the road. Salute to JC, brother. I got your books. Matter of fact, can you reach over there and pass me those, BT? Look, I got to make you work, man. So y'all, when I said JC writes books, the brother writes books. So we got the contract one. Make sure you guys can see it good. Good quality book, quality cover and everything else. And the contract two. So when I say I'm supporting brothers, I'm supporting brothers. I bought both of them at the same time. This looks right up my alley. So shout out to JC. Y'all make sure y'all go to his link on his website. JC, go ahead and drop that in the chat, bro. But I wanted to make sure everybody knew that I wasn't just hyping up JC and, the brother wasn't doing the work. He's done the work. Keep on going. Malika says, we got the cigar and chilling Kofa tonight. Yep. CDT, peace and blessings, brother. I got your inbox on IG. I'll be reaching out probably in the next couple of days. Keep on going. Look, JC says they said that the brick chick got 5 GoFundMes. Look, we were just looking at that, me and BT, right before we hopped on. I think she was at what, 33,000?
Yeah, 33K.
Excuse me, she's at 33K right now. Mike has bad knees. I ain't paying you or broken traditions. No attention. Y'all helping this man troll me. What's going on, Mike? I really appreciate y'all being in here. Look, JC said he's smiling ear to ear, brother. Again, I keep telling the brothers that's going to see this, do the work. That's why I titled this one tonight, Where Are You in Your Life? I showed 3 different men on that. You had a guy that's looked like he about middle age. He's working in the office. You have a guy that's kind of the one I grayed out. He doesn't look, like he has a lot going on right now for himself. He's struggling. Malika says, awesome. Thank you, JC, for dropping that. Y'all make sure y'all go to jcstoryteller.com. And then I had a third younger gentleman on the thumbnail with just a smile on his face. Like he's enjoying life, looking forward to what's coming. Matter of fact, let's go back to the thumbnail real quick. I know you guys can still hear me. Let me turn down this music a little bit. But yeah, brother, like he probably in his 30s, getting it in. Younger cat, look how he's late in his 20s with the smile, looking to the left. And then you got a brother with the face palm, like, what the hell is going on? We've all been there. The goal is to get to where the brother is in the middle, with the smile, being able to do his work and still continue on. But yeah, that's going to be tonight's conversation, man. We're going to review some KS and we're going to keep it rolling. I'm going to try to keep it short and simple tonight and Thursday, because I will be in attendance of the Manosphere Conclave with Mumia Obsidian Ali. I believe the lead attorney is supposed to be there. Beautiful Lies. A few other brothers that are going to be in the building doing some solid work. I'm going there to learn. I'm a baby at this game as far as YouTube's concerned, and really, really learning business. I believe I have a business mind. I've dabbled and dabbled here and there, but I want to apply and execute. The same stuff I'm preaching to y'all, I'm putting my money toward that. So when y'all are helping this channel grow, understand I am doing the work on the back end. Attending this Manosphere Conclave is a part of that. I'll have a suit on this weekend. Y'all know I'm kicking it at my house that I paid for in Atlanta dollars with my wife beater and my damn cap on. I should. Oh yeah. I apologize, YouTube. With a tank top and my fitted cap on and my cigar. But let's go. Huh? You got to. See, he trolling me. It is a snapback. I'm not even gonna show y'all. It is a snapback, but it wears like a fitted. Look, broke tradition about Kofa ain't offering no water and it's hot as hell out here. It is not hot. He saw me bring my damn hoodie out. I brought the fan for him, and no, I did not offer him any water. Huh? You still hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh shit! I ain't wanted to fuck up my. Man, you can cut it back on. Just put it on you. I'm good. Ain't nobody tell you come over here in sweatpants.
I was working at home with the AC on.
Genius. But I didn't offer him any water because he always walks around with like at least a half a gallon jug of damn water. So what sense would that make? And his water coming out of the damn refrigerator. He know he could have walked in there at any moment and refilled his jug. But here goes the hater. Here goes the troll. Where's my damn soundbite?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
The usual. What's going on, Joseph? I don't have my soundboard, bro. You got to give me a second.
What sound you want to do today?
Look, no, I got you.
Sprinkle me, man. 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 Big time.
Joseph's only so long you're gonna feel special, bro. I got to get the other cities they sound drops as well. Look, he talking about I'm parched, bro. It's some water in there on the refrigerator. But this is what life's supposed to look like, man. Just kicking it with your boys, chilling. Both good jobs, good careers, but we were just out here talking, and that's kind of how time passed. We were literally talking about all the things that we went through to get where we're at now and our aspirations for the upcoming year and, beyond. So again, I asked the question, brothers, where are you in life? I don't need an answer in chat. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. This is a mirror conversation tonight, right? You have to look at yourself in the mirror. Like I said in the description, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm far, far removed from where I used to be. It's going to be continuous work. So with that, we're going to lay some foundation with some KS, just a couple, 3 quick videos, and then I'll break down another one. And then we'll be able to get off this thing. But number one,
you better learn how to walk away and cut a chick off, because if you don't, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the one that's left a dried up husk, because when she's done what you believe, she'll walk away. But here's the thing. Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power.
And he is 100% right. Y'all, like I said, give me a little bit of couple of seconds.
Knocks down another 3 ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
When you're able to walk away from those toxic situations that you know aren't benefiting you, I had to have a real candid conversation with my daughter about my ex, because they were close. The same ex I told y'all about. And I told my daughter I was afraid to get back with the ex at the time, and I went against my own personal better judgment, because we always bring out the worst in each other. Me and that woman could have accomplished so much, could have conquered the world if things were steady. But because of that roller coaster that we were both on, and I was afraid to walk away because I'm afraid to hear people say, oh, you can't handle a real woman, all this shit. Throw that shit away, bro. When you can walk away from a woman, just like KS just said, you are in a position of power. There are billions of women in the world. This is why I've been preaching about the passport bros lately. Let's go on to the next video.
Before you go on, let me do this for you. My last $2.
Look, if y'all can hear this man trolling me, salute to Mike Has Bad Knees for the $2 super chat. He says, play the drop. Already, bro. Where we at?
See, that's why I just said
these last $2.
Look. Hold on. Appreciate you, Mike. BT is a real life troll. I told you guys what he did to that old white man, didn't I? When he acted like he was afraid of that white man's dog, scared the shit out of the white man. He up there screaming like, he get the dog, and the dog is like this big. But leave it to broken traditions. Let's keep on going. Look, Auntie says, y'all signifying tonight. Auntie, you gotta remember what that is. You just showed your age, Auntie. I done heard it before. My uncle used to say it all the time, but I forgot what it meant. What's going on, Kill Hall? What's going on, good brother? I appreciate you being in here. But that's the first KS video. We're going to talk about the women, bro, but we're going to boil it down to the men, like I always say. So learn how to cut women off.
Expectations are far too high for where you rank. You'd be very well off to get a guy who's earning 45 to...
So in this clip, this is another video of Kevin Samuels giving a lot of props to the blue collar gentlemen, to brothers out there doing the work. I make sure I speak, salute my trash man when I'm out there in the garage and I'm smoking, and they come pick up my trash, they come pick up the recycling and all that. I've had a conversation with a couple of cats just cause they're doing the work. They're the guys that's doing the work, but it's so many of our women that don't appreciate when brothers actually are doing the work that makes society run. So this is another video where KS had to check somebody.
$50,000 and go off and have a couple of kids. I mean, this is your life.
Oh my God.
I mean, and so hold on. And this is where I need to. I'm talking about a man who's a solid, decent man. I'm not talking about a bum. I'm talking about an average working man who works hard for his money.
Okay.
A solid, tax-paying, God-fearing, mother-loving, apple pie, hot dog, baseball mother citizen. And you're chuckling like I'm joking. I don't play when I'm talking about the men I respect and advocate for. And you ladies think just because you're making a little bit more money, you can laugh at these men. That's some bullshit. Especially when you're average. And you are below average. And get off my... No. Take a break because I'm going to calm down. Nope, absolutely not. But, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Man, when I say I miss KS and I really, really wish he was going to be here in Atlanta at this Manosphere Conclave this weekend, man. Look, he gave a quick roast and went to go check himself.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That wasn't the first time he's hung up on a woman like that. That wasn't the first time he's had to walk away and calm down, because he really had an admiration for the guys, again, like he always used to say, the guys that raised him, the guys in the military, blue collar workers, again, trash men. I use that as an example because we always see those guys, and a lot of times those brothers do not get the accolades that they truly, truly deserve, whether it's from the city or just society in general. We always talking about respecting cops and things like that, but these are the most consistent brothers. I have not seen a Black Lives Matter march against the trash men. Let's keep on going. What's up? Hold on.
Command A, Command B for certain things.
Makes sense. See, broken tradition worth something. He just gave me some advice. I'm not sure if y'all can hear that. And y'all let me know. I brought the good mic out. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear that plane going over. It's really loud to me because it's literally going right over my house. But I don't think it should be disturbing the content of the video. I don't think it should be disturbing the audio. So y'all drop a 1 if y'all can hear the plane and it's bothering you, or drop a 2 if you can hear it but it's not bothering you. Look, what am I supposed to call him? Sanitation worker? JC laughing at me because I said trash man. Bro, you know I'm country as shit. Look, BT put a 1 because it's bothering him because he's right next to me. Once again, y'all hear this man over here clowning, man. Okay, Mike, I can rely on you, brother. Thank you, dog. He says, Mike, I can't hear the plane. Good. Look, now here go JC trolling and shit, talking about some 3. But yeah, man, let's keep on going. This is a big one, bro. Pay attention to this shit, because this is what often gets a lot of men in trouble. This is another one from KS. I try not to, when I inject Kevin Samuels videos, I really want brothers to get something out of it. That's why I did those whole 2 lives on, did you really listen to Kevin Samuels? I keep mentioning it because sometimes I fear that a lot of brothers did not really hear him out and absorb what this brother was saying. They just liked it when he was roasting women. Y'all see? Y'all thought I was lying. He going right to the refrigerator. But again, when he threw me off. When I'm showing these KS videos, man, it's for a purpose. I'm just having a good time tonight, y'all. Like I said, it's gonna kind of be a relaxing but poignant week this week as I get ready for the conclave. But I wanted to make some of this stuff stick, so please pay attention to this video in particular.
Stop trying to find your manhood through your dick. I want you.
I'm gonna pause it. Then I'm going to replay that part because I feel like a lot of brothers need to hear that shit.
Stop trying to find your manhood through your dick. I want you black men to imagine a world where I did this. Snap my fingers. Thanos, Reality Stone, and away goes your penis and your balls. Every last one of your black dicks goes away. Then what are you?
Pause it. That's a great question. What can you stand on as a man without your quote unquote sexual organ? Everybody knows that's not going to happen. So let's just give out a scenario real quick. You catch a STI, STD. So you're not running around, just slinging meat everywhere no more. What do you have going on that's still going to establish you as a man? What does your work ethic look like? What does your work ethic produce? Is your family taken care of? How hard are you going to change your circumstances? Because you can no longer be known as the dude with the good stroke, right? All that's gone out the window. So it's so many men that live by quantity of women instead of quality. And that's been the main topic of discussion in the red pill, manosphere, men-centric space, is we're lacking quality women, right? So you want to stick with the quality women that you can find. But so many brothers are stuck in the mind frame of quantity. They keep trying to do numbers. Some of us that are good men are still trying to keep up with Pookie and Ray Ray as far as that's concerned when it comes down to the women. So you got to be able to answer that for yourself. I'm going to let Kev keep on cooking.
Your testosterone levels stay.
Oh, you said you couldn't hear the video? I've raised it up, JC. That's as loud as it goes, too. That's as loud as it was when I pulled it down. Might turn your speakers up just a little bit, bro. Keep on going. You guys can still hear me, though, right? Let me see. Let me give Malika a comment while we got that pause. What's going on, Mo? I appreciate you, sis. I know. JC said you can't hear it. Let me bring up Malika's comment. He says 85% of us brothers are on the average earning blue collar and builders of the infrastructure. The men are fathers and grandfathers who were respected and admired for being men, problem solvers, and leaders. Big facts. It's several men out there.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You're going to get one more, Malika, for the grandfather's comment.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
It's so many men that are only told the story of granddaddy had another woman across town. He had another family and all that. So many of them men sacrificed to get us today where we are. And Malika's right. It's so many brothers. Well, I've heard everything from 60% to the 85% that Malika just mentioned. But the fact is the bulk of men are doing the work. But again, this is why I'm doing the live, because I don't want brothers to fall out, because I've seen guys do the work, do the right thing, get around the wrong dudes in the name of fun, and then they look up and they don't have shit to show for it. Or illness kicks in. Now, the work they've done, they've solidified their family, their friend groups, their peer groups. Some of the family fall off when they get sick. That's something my mother told me years ago. You want to see who your friends are, get sick or move.
Facts.
Two things, get sick or have to move. You're going to see who your true friends are. But you're right, Malika. Let me keep on letting Kev go.
Your muscular levels stay. Everything else remains, but your dicks are all gone. Where are you? What kind of man are you? Far too many of us black men try to make our masculinity and manhood through our dicks. We spend an inordinate amount of time in our youth trying to fuck our way into manhood. That's why you got so many young guys who aren't even where they should be, thinking, I can fuck my way in, I can make her this. And where do you rank amongst other men? We're the only group of men who walk around with our dick thinking that makes us a man. Go around to other groups of men. They don't have to walk around and hi, I'm the CEO, hello, or whatever the accents you want to put in. They are not judged by their penis, their ability to fuck. And we have bought into this shit.
Pause it again. We, black men, black culture, period. Me and BT was out here earlier talking about the community. We have bought into a lot of the stereotypical tropes and traits that are put on our people. And then as soon as it comes out of another race's mouth, we get upset and want to fight against it and have all these marches and black out Facebook avatars and things like that. But what are you buying into? We also had a conversation about the guys that are out here, and that's why I spoke about the brick situation earlier. She was looking for men to protect her. But I often ask women, the people in general in the community, the brothers that are out here burning down the community, they're trying to get some type of absolution later on in life, because they'll turn around and say, I used to be the guy that tore up the community. Now I'm helping out. You should. It's your mess to clean up. And I gave BT the analogy. It's like me spilling something. I got to get the napkins and clean it up because I spilt it. I messed it up. I should be cleaning it up. However, a lot of times the brothers that never did those type of behaviors, running the streets, selling dope, robbing people, harming the community, the brothers that never did those type of behaviors, when they were in that space of not doing that, they were lame, they were boring, they were corny, nobody wants them. And I'm not just talking about from a romantic relationship perspective. I'm talking in general in the community. The church is least likely to help those brothers. Well, he got a job. Matter of fact, he got two. What he need help for? We'll come up with all these excuses not to help brothers that are solid. We'll come up with excuses to overlook brothers that are out here tearing up the community and being that walking stereotype that Kevin Samuels just spoke about. And then when we're not on that same level of forgiveness, grace, and all that for these guys after they come back and try to fix things, then the nice guy, the good guy is wrong, right? But you have to be mentally tough enough not to fall into that space, not to fall into these stereotypical tropes and traits, like I always say. And then you start repeating those same mistakes just for a little bit of attention. Again, all my lives are going to come together. This is why I talked about being that Ronin, being able to walk on your own path. I'm going to let Kev keep on going.
Stop it. Stop leading with your dick. Stop leading with your game. Stop leading with your mouthpiece. That's why I said lead with your wallet, which is your resume. Who you are. I don't hear as many young Asian men, Middle Eastern men trying to get women on the right page. I'm in law school, I'm in grad school, I'm in this, I'm in that, I'm trying to buy this business, I'm investing in it. And we're trying to fuck our way through. No. This is why like I said, I'm going to stick it. We spend first time when I came to YouTube was the first time I heard all this talk, inordinate amount of talk of game. And I did it too. I'm not going to lie. I did it too. When I was young, I thought that made you a man. The more cut you got, the more you made a man. And there's a point in time when you're like, this is stupid. Every time you lay down with somebody, you risk either getting a sexually transmitted disease or creating a life. It's reckless. It's meaningless. And there are numbers you get to where you can be ashamed of, like, God, I've had all this sex for what? Fucking doesn't make you a man. Now fuck, but it doesn't make you a man. That's
Bring it back on me. He was wrapping up. Bring it back on me and go ahead and give him his two.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease. Ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
And I use that clip because I've seen so many older men, 30, 40, 50 years old, that 20-year span of age group, still acting like they're in 8th grade, like they ain't never had no cat before. Still high-fiving young men when the young man is the dude, the kid, basically, that ended up sleeping with an older woman. We'll high-five that shit, and you wonder why these young men think that cat is the end-all, be-all. And then they go out here, like Kevin said, like I said it before, you either gonna catch an STD or a KID. And then what? Again, brothers, take a look at yourself. I know I'm probably talking to the wrong group, but I had to put this on record and have this conversation because somebody's going to see it one day. Everybody may not go through Kevin's long videos. Everybody may not go through this live, but I'll be able to chop it up and put it back out there. Where are you in life? Are you still in this sexual space in your head where everything revolves around a woman? Good, bad, indifferent. Whether it's not you have a solid woman on your arm, but all you're thinking about is how much sex you can have because you got this one woman. What else comes with that? Can you build the family? Can you protect the family? The family, not brick face. Can you protect the family? Can you lead? If you're by yourself, can you walk that path of that Ronin? You're a masterless samurai. Spoke about it before. I'm going to keep on talking about it. This is why I spoke about the Sigma male. Can you walk your own path? Now, it's great to be useful to the group. It's great to have, your small circle. You can even be popular. When everything boils down to it, can you stand on your own? Can you go out there and get it? And can't nobody answer that shit but the mirror. You got to answer that. Hold up. Got to give myself one.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Let me slide over to y'all comments. Want to get those quick videos out the way. Mo says, we need people like KS with kids and transitioning them to adulthood since parents aren't doing it, especially with people who amass a lot of wealth, such as athletes. It's a lot of athletes out here. They got the money and they got the kids. And again, or I'll even pivot real quick, Mo. A Nick Cannon. There's no way he's going to be able to give all that time to those children, but at least he has the money, right? But there's a Nick Cannon, for lack of a better term, in the neighborhood, in the community, in our own personal families. Got 5, 6, 7, 8 kids. He's a ladies' man. He a lady killer. We love that. So that's all he's been all his life. So all he knows how to do is basically manipulate women. I was telling somebody else that a lot of these young men, they think they're men because they moved out of their mama house, had a woman taking care of them. They move in with the little chick that they dealing with because she usually has the apartment or able to get Section 8 and different things like that. He moves in with her. Now he got another woman taking care of him, and he get a cat on top of that. It's hard to have these conversations and actually get through to these young men because he thinks he is a man, especially if he pay a bill or two. Forget about it. And I'm not talking about something extreme. He ain't paying no car payments. He might pay the light bill, something like that. But you can't tell him that he done paid the bill, got some cat, and he ain't living with his mama no more. He think he doing the thing. Once again, give myself one.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Y'all hear BT trolling. Let me look, or is he being supportive? I told you he is the most supportive troll, man. Let me keep on going. Where was I at? Yep, most supportive troll. He dropped the cash out. Y'all see that? I appreciate everybody. Let me see.
You gotta be working like a moderator for real.
Look.
Like, on Smoker Talk with the girl that's in the back with the computer.
Oh, Selena?
Yeah, I'm Selena right now.
Shout out to Smoker Talk, man. What's going on, B-More? Hold on, let me bring your comment back up, Auntie Sean. Auntie Sean says, when I became aware of KS, I have to admit I didn't care for him by the way his clips were used. But after hearing from the beginning to the end, I developed an understanding about the message that he brought. That's big facts, Auntie. You get
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
And
You go, girl.
BT is killing me. Let me keep on going. Auntie Sean, there's Mo. Brother Malika said, most black women don't want us to clean up the community. They only want us to clean up their mess. To clean something up is to problem solve. Black women don't want their problems solved. Bruh, this man is, look.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Like, I don't know if you heard that, but Broken Traditions, like I told you a couple weeks ago, you need a channel, bro.
You have to pull him up like a house.
We need you to hop in this manosphere, red pill, men-centric content space, bro. You cook wherever you go. I'm being so serious. I showed y'all the books that JC wrote. I wasn't just hyping up JC. Malika, I'm not just hyping up you, bro. You have a way with words. Your comments are always on point. And that's not just from my channel. That's Dr. Tia-san. Anywhere I've seen you on these YouTube streets, I really need you to think about getting a channel, bro. If you want to have that conversation on the back. Yeah, definitely. I really believe that. I don't know if you heard that either, but he said that Malika can do a no-face channel. If you want to talk about it, not that I'm some YouTube expert, bro, but shoot me an email and we can hop on the phone and chop it up. Me and JC talk pretty regular, at least text regular. I talk to Derek that be in the chats. I talk to him pretty regular too. BT is obviously here tomorrow. What about him? Look at you know what? You get a fish grease, bro. He requested this.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
You get one, bro. Let's keep on going. Auntie Sean says it's like being a pimp and whore at the same time. In these certain situations, a lot of guys feel like that. They feel like they're winning, that they pimping, but they're really being taken care of by these women. Auntie Sean, that was spot on. Truth. Mo on the go says time is so valuable. They need that care and attention and knowledge. And I'm in that space now where I'm more navigating and guiding my daughter, right? Did the best I could. I think I did a damn good job. Given being a father at 21, not knowing everything, but again, my work ethic has always got me through. Always, brothers. I got to keep stressing that work ethic because so many men will talk about will inject everything from religion to childhood trauma, everything under the sun. What does your work ethic look like? And I don't mean busy work. I don't mean I have a job. I get paid every 2 weeks. I'm making a check. What does it look like on the back end? When you clock out from your 9 to 5, do you have a second job? Do you work for yourself? Are you working on working for yourself? What does your work ethic look like? And nothing is going to be overnight. It's so much stuff that I put other people on, and then I used to get in my feelings because they wouldn't take my advice, right? Fuck them. What I do have ready.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
I could have did that one.
That's how I feel about them people that didn't take my advice now. Because guess what? I started giving my advice to myself and utilizing it, and the boys doing okay. Slow and steady. Get back to y'all comments. That was Mo's comment. Keep on going. Look, Auntie Sean said, you acting up, Broken Tradition. He is. Malika says, thank you for the comment and vote of confidence. I really believe in you, bro. I really do, Malika. I really want to see you start up a channel, bro. Even if you find somebody, on your same, wavelength, another brother or whatever, and y'all double team it. It's slow and steady. Again, I put a year in the hole on YouTube. You know how you go to work and you put an extra week in the hole, so your first check may not come for 3 weeks to a month. I put a year in the hole before I saw my first check from YouTube. And I'm still working. I did all that work. Me and Broken Tradition was just talking about it. I started my channel back in January. I didn't do my first live until November. I did my first live November 6th of 2022.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
All jokes aside, had I not met Broken Traditions the month before in October, I don't know if I would have did that.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
So getting like-minded people, even if you're not necessarily working together, BT has his own respective channel. I have my own respective channel, but we all have our own little, like I call y'all the growth family. Seriously, YouTube, it's me, Broken Traditions, Mind Games Uncut, Drew Titan, Theo Coop. It's so many people that we're just adding on these branches. Mo on the go, Mona D. We can keep going from Mona D. I done found Almanize, and I can keep on going. It's these different branches, and everybody has their own following, their own, group, but we all rock with each other on these YouTube streets, right? And it matters because it's bigger than YouTube, because if it wasn't bigger than YouTube, I wouldn't be going to a Manosphere Conclave this weekend.
You go, girl!
Oh, wrong button.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Wrong button. So I got to clean it up twice.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Cigar went out. We gonna keep on going. Where we at? Would you like my cigar, sir? No, that's it. Pause. Where the lighter at, though? He stole the damn lighter. Hold on, y'all. Oh, this fancy. This shit might stay here.
No, it won't. You got some ones in the chat, though.
Huh?
You got some ones in the chat.
I got some ones in the chat for what? To bring you up?
No.
Hold on. What crow shit you did? while I wasn't looking. Why do I have ones in the chat? Salute DJ Black Max, aka Black Trucker Mafia. What is going on, good brother? I appreciate you being in here. Let's keep on going. Bring Malika's back up one more time. Yeah, bro. All jokes aside, seriously believe in you. I want to see you at least make an attempt. But that's just Kofa. Yep, BT dropped Mo on the go. Oh, y'all going on at 9? All right, bet. I'm gonna check y'all out tonight, Mo. Let me see. Auntie Sean says, I told my friend about that meme. Like, that shit is hilarious. JC, that's JC grandbaby. Y'all don't know that? Oh, that man be over there crying, laughing when I play that drop. Auntie Sean says, I can see you at 50K by next summer. God bless you, Auntie Sean. That is received.
You go, girl.
I'm going to keep on cooking. I told you my goal for those stopping in, 5,000 by the end of the year. I'm going to keep on rolling. Had a great weekend. I had like 14 new subscribers. May not be a lot to y'all, but it's a show lot to me.
How did the fish breathe?
Yes. Oh, that requires that?
I did it for you.
Okay, yeah. We'll let him have it. Look, most drops, she says, yes, you are a confident and a natural. Thank you. You are confident and natural. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. I got ones. I don't know why I got ones. I don't know what BT done snuck in the chat. Why do I have ones? What did I say? Or is that ones for Malika dropping the channel? What'd you do, bro?
He should become a moderator of your channel.
Huh?
Malika should be a moderator.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't have YouTube open. Let me see. But I can go back. No, I can't do it here. But I can go back and do it on YouTube. Shout out to Theo Coop, because he's the one that showed me how to do that. Again, connecting. But I got you, Malika. I'm going to drop that wrench on you, bro. Pause. Auntie Sean says, this shit is fancy. It might stay here. No, it won't. Look, no. He won't let me keep a lighter.
Last $2.
Look, he moved my lighter. I don't know what you did with it. Look, he got his own fancy lighter and took my shit. That's why I had to use his.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Malika says, Kofa, I totally agree. Work ethic means everything. It's a skill that every man has to develop and exercise to perfection. A man with a good work ethic can accomplish anything and win any challenge.
I got
Big
five.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That's big facts, Malika. Again, and I get my work ethic from my pops. My mom grind too. She get it in. But my pops just had a natural work ethic of getting things done, making sure the family was secure, and he was good after that. I'm 41 years old. He still says, as long as you, your brother, and your sisters are good, I'm good. The man is 77 years old. He didn't retire until he was, 72? Something like that. And the only reason my pops retired is because my grandmother, his mother, passed. So he finally called it quits. DJ Black Max says, did you see the chick who got hit in the face with the brick? Yes, sir, I did. I actually did a live earlier today. I'm getting to you guys super chats. I did a live earlier today, Black Max, at like 12. I went on for like an hour and some change. Not even an hour 30, like an hour, maybe 10, 15 minutes. But I talked about that earlier today, so make sure you go back and watch and like that video. It was earlier today. Auntie Sean with the $2. You already know what time it is. Look, she said, she says, broken traditions is bad as hell. Auntie, I got you.
These last $2.
And one more from Mo on the go. She says, second mic fund. Look, I need to get one. I appreciate you, sis, for the 10 spot. But you know I don't have the 10, so I'm going to hit you with 2 5s. I don't know if y'all can hear this, man. He talking about I already did the sound effect. I'm going to come back every Tuesday and Thursday. No, he will not be. Like I says, thanks for the wrench. Yes, sir, I got you after the live. BT says, press 1 if Kofa should open the phone line. I was over here helping Kofa set up the online phone calls. He was. Look, he put a 1. Mo dropping mics. We're not going to open the phone lines tonight. Caught up with the comments. We're going to pivot back to KS for the last video of the night. But this one's gonna run a little bit, so we probably get a good hour out of tonight's live. But I do want you guys to hear or rehear for some of you from KS about men raising your value. It's so important. And you take your time, appreciate going through the BS to get where you're at and where you want to be. So no further. Listen to some more Kevin.
What is the point of increasing your value? Because increasing your value does two things primarily for guys. You increase your opportunities and you increase your options. So thank you to the Godfather for giving Tech a shout out. Yeah, because increasing your opportunities right now, there are people right now, the pandemic is making new millionaires. Because they can't go into the office and because they have a particular skill set that lends to them being able to work in this digital landscape and become more effective at a distance. So to all my introverts, understand something. If you listen to what I tell you and just learn some of the basic things about EQ, you can separate yourself from your coworkers and your competitors and fast track. That's what I did. That's what a lot of guys do. One of the key things in this whole high value thing is learning that you're going to have to sacrifice. Anywhere you go, you're going to have to invest in coaching. You're going to have to do crap jobs, work long hours, stop looking for the fast track, quick. You're going to have to worry about the long, slow, deferred gratification. All the things you hear, and anybody who's been successful will tell you a lot of these things.
I'm going to pause it real quick because it sounds like he contradicted himself, right? He says if you do X, Y, and Z, then you can fast track. Then the way the clip was edited, he says, stop trying to do the fast track, take your time. So when he's speaking about taking your time, we're going to do some backwards planning, some Army shit. We're going to do some backwards planning. You know what the end goal is. So you're slowly working toward that goal, right? Then he says, stop trying to do the fast track. What Kevin is talking about is stop trying to take shortcuts. That's why he injected the getting a mentor, paying for coaching, doing different things like that. So you can progress. It's going to be a slow grind. It's going to be ugly. But the fast track, going back to his original comment, is when you're doing that work, you're going to move up quicker. When you're intentionally trying to skip steps, you take a misstep when you're trying to skip steps. Now you got to start all the way back over. So that fast track you were trying to take, you just started back over at zero. But if you do the right thing, eat those, take those shit jobs, eat crap, all that, and you're taking those slow grinds, you're actually on the fast track. Think the tortoise and the hare. The rabbit got so far ahead, he thought he was winning. He like, man, fuck it, I'm going to take a nap. And whether people keep saying, this is my dream. The only thing that comes to a sleeper is a dream. So now he laid down and rested. The tortoise just kept on going. I know this is on a child level, but it holds true in real life application and execution. You're making those steady climbs, learning soft skills, learning how to interact with people, learning personality traits, even for people you don't like working with. But you get the job done. Now you're fast tracking because you're learning so much and you're able to execute. So I wanted to clear that up because I know somebody's going to hear it, be like, he just contradicted himself. No, he did not. You got to think beyond what you're hearing. I need us to start thinking. You don't have to think like Kofa. I just need you to think in general. Think outside the box of what you just hear and be able to apply it. Take the things you've been through and be able to apply it when you're receiving this information. Agree or disagree. Be able to apply your own lived experience. I'm going to let Kel keep on cooking, but I just had to clear that up.
And trying to work around or do it for cheap or get over on somebody is the quickest way to make your name mud with people who could really help you. Because I will tell you, these guys talk. And if you think you're going to hustle somebody to like, oh man, nah. So here's the thing. High value. So stay on track. Henrys, high earners, not rich yet. That goes for men and women. And the difference between the Henrys and the previous generations were waiting to live life after retirement. These generations are wanting to live life now. The key is balance. The key is balance, in my opinion. You can still plan for the future and live a good life now. Because today, many people aren't getting married as early and they're not having as many kids. So it's different. But you got to realize the most important thing in high value is understanding time is the most important thing you have.
Pause it again. Me and Broken Traditions, me and BT were just sitting here talking about, damn, we didn't realize how quick time was going. We really didn't. I don't know if you guys know, but what does he go by? Jamar. His son, Jamar Cash Out. Go look up nephew on YouTube. He's a rapper, right? And we looked at his first video, and I was laughing because I know what he looks like now. And I was laughing like, damn, this was his first video. This was a couple years ago. I was like, he looked like a fucking baby. He's still a baby. Him and my daughter are the same age. They're 19. Yep. So 19, whatever. They're babies now. But looking back at his older video, he really looks like a kid, right? And then we started talking about, again, where we were at when BT first moved here, what I was doing when I first moved here. We did not realize how fast time was going to move. The thing that helped BT, the thing that helped me, once again, work ethic. That's the common theme. But that's why I put out the question, where are you in life? It's not just about your financial position. It's not just about your relationship position. It's about your individual position. How do you see yourself? Where do you see your life going from this point on? You can't do anything about the past. That's depression. When people are stuck in the past, that's depression. When you're so worried and concerned about the future, that's anxiety. You have to find a balance, just like KS just said. But the way to balance that is balancing your time. You can't cut these corners, but you can't be dragging your feet either. You can't just keep doing the menial stuff. You're going to have to get some coaching, mentoring. Again, another plug. Manosphere Conclave this weekend. I'm going to be there.
Time is the most important thing you have. Money, resources, power, status, influence, network, gravitas. These are some components of increase. These are some components that you want to increase. Now understand something. I'm an image consultant. And yes, I am a successful guy because I've tried many things and I've failed a lot. But as an image consultant, I deal in reality. Outcomes. I don't deal in theory and what could happen. You notice that a lot on my show. I'm always talking about outcomes. Reality. I don't deal in what could be or what should be. I don't deal in principled arguments. So in my world, things are very black and white, which makes gray, which is what you see me wear a lot of times. Black, white, but most of the time you see me in a gray pinstripe suit. If you watch the Game of Thrones, I'm going to give you some ideas. Tywin Lannister, the House of Lannister, in the real world would have run that show.
Pause real quick. If you're not a Game of Thrones fan, keep rocking with the content. Just hear what he's saying.
G.R.O.W.T.H made that show to where, or the book to where he died. In the real world, they would have been the Medicis. They would have been the Roosevelts, the Rockefellers. They would have gone on and on and on. So I'm going to go into the alternate universe for the Lannisters. And I'm going to make them black. Because I'm black. I'm going to make them black. And we're going to call them the Lancasters. No, we just call them the Lannisters. And they can still be white. It doesn't matter. But here's the point. Tywin Lannister was never trying to be the king. He was concerned about power. Power and influence. One thing that made Tywin powerful is he never sought the top job. Too many of you guys trying to be high value, you want to be the number one. You want to be a king, especially you black guys. You want to be the one out in front, and I'm sorry, the market gets to decide. The market gets to decide who's out in front, and there's only one lead singer. Look about the 5 heartbeats. Everybody's fighting over the microphone. No, you want to control. You want to own the studio and the music and the masters. Damn, own the microphone. There's always some new star. Be the hand behind the throne or the ear of power. Tywin Lannister would have gone on and on and on and on in the real world. And that's the OG. That's a truly high value man. You know how he's a high value man? Because even as crazy as Joffrey was, King Joffrey, when Tywin Lannister spoke, Joffrey shut his sadistic self up.
I'm going to pause it, kind of give an explanation for those that didn't watch Game of Thrones. So Tywin Lannister was a grandfather. He was like a lord. He made sure his kids were in positions of power. One of his kids was a knight. The other one was, he was like he was a player, but he was good with money, highly intelligent. His daughter, he made sure that she married rich into other rich families because that's how it was done back in the past. Joffrey, the one that he just mentioned, was his grandson. Grandson throwed the fuck off, used to bitch and moan and cry all the time, but when his grandfather spoke, he knew to shut the fuck up. Joffrey ended up being the king, but the grandfather is the one that really ran the realm. He had the right connections to the right people. So KS is spot on when he says he was concerned about power and influence. Wearing a crown on your head don't mean shit. Don't mean nothing if you don't have the power and influence and respect, and sometimes, when necessary, the fear that comes with being the king. So I just wanted to point that out. I keep telling y'all, yes, I'm a nerd, but it's so much good information in some of these shows, some of them. Game of Thrones is one of them. House of Dragons is another one, the prequel to Game of Thrones. It's so much good information and applicable knowledge in real life that can be garnered from these shows. So make sure you start paying attention to the stuff that you watch, that you're consuming, and I don't just mean the food, the clothes, and things like that. You're a consumer of my content. I want to put out good content. Y'all hold me accountable, I'll hold y'all accountable. Me and BT, I joke about him being trolled all the time, but I would not be here if it wasn't for this brother to my right. You got to have solid people around you.
And I'll tell you the ring light tonight.
Huh? Yeah. Look, he told me to bring out the ring light. I was like, no, it's not gonna get dark till later on, but it got dark a little bit earlier than I anticipated. Thank you, brother. Mm-hmm. Let's keep on going.
Tywin Lannister was so cold that when Joffrey as king, I am the king, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and going off and he said, I mean, he was roasting Tywin, right? He was capping on him. He was calling him all kind of sissies and fags and this and that and punks and wearing purses and all this other kind of stuff. And what Tywin Lannister said? I think the king is tired. That was it. I am not tired. I think the king needs some rest. And then his mother, the queen, the maester, jumped up. Every powerful person in that kingdom at that table moved on Tywin Lannister saying, I think the king is tired. Maester, maybe some essence of nightshade to help him sleep. Tywin Lannister put the king to frickin' bed. King had the mic right. Tywin understood power, and Joffrey understood power. And power lays where the people put it. Joffrey was the king, but nobody ever mistook where power was.
I had to pause it real quick. Go ahead and give KS this.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And I liken that to a lot of these dudes running the streets, getting all the attention, getting all the applause and praise and stuff in our community, but they have no pull. These are their streets. These are their blocks. They don't own shit. Again, look at these shows, look a little bit deeper, sprinkle some black on it, understand what's going on in your community and what's going on around you as an individual. Let me pause real quick. I'm gonna get to some of y'all comments. Corey Joe in the building. What's going on? Good, bro. So you're a little late. Didn't get the notifications. All good, bro. Malika says examples of getting on the fast track and investing in your goal, sacrificing time, getting certifications, going back to school, learning new tech, trends, and getting a mentor. I'm big on mentorship. I'm big on mentorship. The guy that got me looking at tech as a serious option is roughly 9, 10 years younger than me. Your mentor doesn't have to be somebody older. We're going to have a whole conversation on leadership and bosses pretty soon, probably after the conclave, after I soak up some more knowledge from a lot of solid men. Let's keep on going. Quiet Storm, drop the super chat, super stickers, Cash App, PayPal. I appreciate you, good bro. He said you make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit that link tree. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to keep on letting KS go. But I just wanted to pause real quick. And I don't know if y'all saw BT throw his hand up. He getting ready to roll. But let's keep on cooking.
So, Tywin Lannister. And in my version of Game of Thrones, Jaime Lannister would not have gone to the Knight's Guard or the King's Guard. French toast that. He would have been right under his father, as he should have been, as an apprentice, learning how to do what he should have done. Remember when Jaime was in Tywin Lannister's tent and Tywin was skinning a deer or something like that? And he was saying, I need you to become the man you should have been. Jaime Lannister was born into a position of power and principle and influence, but he threw it all away. But in my telling of Game of Thrones, Jaime Lannister will continue to move on. That's the guy who was born under a father who could teach him something. But I also need to move you into another world, the Littlefingers of the world. In my version, Littlefinger would have kept on living. In my world, Varys wouldn't have been snipped.
Pause it real quick, get through these characters. Jaime was the knight that I was talking about. He was the son of the powerful guy. He was in the Knight's Guard, but he was in the King's Guard. He was a knight. And Kevin just said in his version, that guy wouldn't have been that. Unfortunately, in the real life version, so many of these men do turn out like that. They're spoiled. They're born into privilege. They're born into power. So they never know what it took to actually get it. I'm going to say that one more time. They were born into privilege and power, so they don't know what it took to get it. And they for damn sure don't know what it takes to keep it, because they've always had it. So they think they're going to always have it. These are, again, the guys in the streets. Well, I'm just using that as an example. They got the cars, they got the money, they got the women. We've heard this story told 1,000 times, respective of wherever you may lay your head on whatever coast in the United States of America. In the black community, we always hear about the cars, the women, the money was coming so fast. They're used to having it. They get locked up, the police kicking the door, maybe he on probation, ain't nobody messing with him no more because he hiding the streets, police looking for him, all that type of stuff. Whole empire crumbles. He doesn't know how to build it back up from himself because he was used to having it. Same thing with these son husbands that we often speak of. They're spoiled. I just gave you the example earlier. They leave their mama house, move in with a young woman, and they think they doing something. They think they're a man because they have women around them taking care of them, but walking his own path, he cannot do. And that's what happened to Jaime. Pivot real quick to the guy he called Littlefinger. That was the guy's nickname. He was very cunning. He was very manipulative, but he was very smart. He did what needed to be done to get him ahead, including when it cost him something. If it cost him a little bit of bread, he did it anyway. If it cost him some time, he did it anyway. If it cost him a little bit of respect, he did it anyway because he knew what his ultimate goal was on the back end. The guy he just talked about getting snipped, that was Varys. He was pretty much a monk, but he was the king of whispers, they called him. He had so many connections. He ran so much stuff on the back end, a lot of people didn't know. Because he always had a bird in his ear telling him what somebody else was doing. So he knew how to beat his competition or his enemies to the punch because he paid the right people. He listened to the right people. He had the right people infiltrating these other people's, areas of expertise. So he was always a step ahead. But I just wanted to point that out. You can apply these personality traits and principles in real life. Please go back and watch Game of Thrones. I'm going to let Kevin keep on going. We almost done, y'all.
In my world, you'd have had Jaime's, you'd have had Varys's, and you'd have had Littlefingers. And they all would have been high value, Henrys in training. They were all vying for the next step. And there were 3 different ways of doing that. There are multiple ways, but there were 3 different ways. Littlefinger trafficked in information. Varys trafficked in secrets. And Jaime was an accomplished man who actually had the outward trappings of power, but he still needed to learn some things. Now, in the real world, let's not get too far off that. So basically, this is how I think about things. You understand who Tywin is. You understand who Jaime was. You understand who Littlefinger and Varys. Those are the people who ran, what was it called? Westeros. Millions of people. King's Landing, 1 million people in that city, run by a handful of people. Like I said, high value men have always been worth. Can non-select men be high value? Varys was non-select. You don't get.
Pause it again. I think what he's getting ready to say, you don't get any more non-select than Varys. The guy Varys that he's speaking of that traded in secrets, the one I told you had a little bird always in his ear, he was a eunuch. He was kidnapped as a child, basically, and the kidnapper did things to him and removed his testicles. So, again, going back to Kevin Samuels' earlier video that I showed earlier, what can you do as a man to garner respect, power, and influence without your penis? You can't just be running around throwing your Johnson everywhere, right? And thinking that makes you a man. Varys was very cold-blooded, and he made the right connections at the right time. He literally didn't have a third leg to stand on, so to speak. He was a eunuch. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. I believe you spell it E-U-N-I-C-H. Go look up what a eunuch is. That's what happened to that man, and he was still a well-respected man throughout the realm. The guy Littlefinger he mentioned, he ran a hoe house. That's what he was back then. He was a pimp. So he always had rich and powerful men around him. That's why Kevin said he trafficked in information. There's a difference between the information and there's a difference in that and secrets. Littlefinger had information. Varys had secrets. You can kind of use them interchangeably if you would like, but just think a little bit deeper than information and secrets and the difference between the two. Keep on going.
Much more non-select than no fun bits. But anybody want to dispute his value? I'm sorry, I missed Tyrion. My bad. Tyrion. You had Jaime, who had the jawline, but he didn't have the discipline. In my world, Jaime would have not gone to Kingsguard, but he would have had to stand back. But Tyrion was born the direct opposite. A dwarf with the mentality.
That was the third son, Tyrion, that he was speaking about. I'm just giving y'all the characters because I know the show and I got the analogy that he was making at the time. And it still stands. Tyrion was a dwarf, little person, midget, whatever the proper term is now. No disrespect to anybody out there. So he was still a ladies' man because he did have talk game. But he did not just only have talk game. He was smart. He knew which ladies of the evening to lay down with. He also got a lot of information. He was also great with money, to the fact that when certain things transpired in the show, he became what they call the master of coin. He ran the bank that ran the kingdom. Again, this is this man's two boys. You had a knight and you had a highly intelligent dwarf. He didn't look good as his brother, right? But he had the discipline. As many women as he ran through, just because of, his stature, he probably wasn't going to get it any other way. This goes to the non-select guy again. Use this. This will always get you over. Your mind state, your work ethic, your intelligence, your willingness will always get you over. I try not to give guarantees, but I can guarantee you it will get you to the next step. It may not be where you want. It may not be exactly what you want to look like, but it will get you to that next step. Let Kev keep on cooking.
And in my world, those two would have worked together to surpass Tywin. because they wouldn't have gone and done the Cain and Abel. They'd have worked together. Jaime would have been the front man. Tyrion would have been the back, the guy behind. They loved each other as brothers, and they wouldn't have fought. They would have worked together to say, this is how we do this. No one will ever accept me as a dwarf and as an ugly little sawed-off dude as king, but I will be your hand. Brother, you will be the king, and we will run this shit. Not only will we run Westeros, we'll go take Easteros, we'll go make dragons. Why is this important? Because Littlefinger and Varys show you that you can increase your value. Tyrion and Jaime show you that even if you were born into it, it's not a guarantee that you're going to maintain it.
Pause it. Y'all heard what he said. Two dudes outside of that man's lineage, their father, they called him the hand of the king because he was the king's right-hand man. But his two sons were fighting each other, damn near killed each other, cost each other a lot, loved each other as brothers. But when it came down to handling business, they were born into it, and both of them kind of got frivolous. You have to go watch the show. But Tyrion was smarter, but Jaime had the looks, he had the attention, but he squandered it because he didn't have the thought process that his literal little brother, his dwarf brother, had. The two other men, they clawed their way to damn near the top because of information and secrets. They had the right connections. But again, like Kevin just said, those two brothers, they couldn't do that because they were born into it. Tyrion eventually learned a heavy lesson, almost losing his life, and he kind of started making that turn. Jaime didn't start making that turn until the end of the show, kind of. So take that for what it's worth. Y'all may not understand the analogy if you're not a Game of Thrones fans. I'm heavy on it. I'm rewatching it as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but when I close this out, that's what I'm going to watch because I started rewatching it last week. It matters. I watch it at least once, the whole series, once or twice a year. All 8 seasons, I think it is. It matters. Start looking at some of this art and just entertainment stuff as more than just entertainment. See what you can get out of it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Go ahead and let Kevin wrap up.
It comes down to choices. So, increasing your value. Let me go very high level. For women, increasing your value. There are some things that are important for women. And one of the most important things for women is understanding that even though you're the queen, you're still the king's wife. Your value is in the ability to keep a high value man. I'm sorry that you don't like that, but that's how the world looks at it. And again, I deal in reality. You can be an accomplished woman, but if you're 40, unmarried, no children, the world looks at you as something's wrong. You are judged heavily on the caliber of man you can keep, not get, not deal with, but keep. So, career path, some of the things that high value men tend to look for in women. They don't want women to compete with them. You rarely.
I'm going to pause it here, bring it back on me. This when he started speaking to the women, but I wanted to make sure that we got it in tonight for the men. Increasing your value. I want y'all to hear it out the horse's mouth, Kevin Samuels himself. Again, 4 jobs, trying to increase my value. Work for the federal government. I'm in the Army Reserve. YouTube now. This is a business. G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment, again, is a LLC, taking it serious. About to pick up a 4th, start driving Uber and Lyft. Why would I be ashamed of any of those things? I make good money at my regular job. I'm dedicated to my career in the Army Reserve, about to re-enlist until I retire. Get these 20, 21 years out the way. That shows that I can stick with something. Not bragging on myself. I'm telling you my work ethic. Before this, I think I shared with y'all before, me and Broken Traditions was talking before, was just working on some back end stuff on YouTube. Back end, pause. we were working behind the scenes on YouTube, and we were having a conversation. Shout out to Mama Lex, his girl. We were all talking, and she was like, Kofa, what did you used to do before all this? So I started telling her, and she was like, damn, I thought BT had all these jobs. I thought LeBron had all these jobs. You just crazy with it. Bank truck, worked for juvenile justice, worked for the YMCA. First job as a 17-year-old, I worked for the city, cutting grass in the hot ass Alabama sun. You're not going to tell me what you can and can't do, knowing the stuff that I've done. Sitting on the back of those bank trucks with millions of dollars, my life on the line every day with a 2-year-old, 3-year-old daughter at home. Every day. Sometimes the air would go out on those trucks. I'm sitting in a steel box, sweating every day. Sometimes the heat would go out on those trucks. I'm sitting in a steel box, freezing every day. Don't tell me what you can and cannot do, bro. You can get to where you want to be. You can get further than where you are right now. Back then at 26, 27, 28 years old, I would have thought this is my lot in life. I'm supposed to be stuck here. But no, I said something got to be better. I took each and every skill. I used to be a manager at Underground Station. For those unfamiliar with Underground Station in the mall, it's a sister store to Journeys. It's basically another company. It's just like Journeys. So I used to be an assistant manager there. And then I just kept moving on, kept looking for better. I don't give a damn if it was $1, $2, $3 more on a check back then. I was sharing a story with somebody. I remember I was going through it, scrimping and saving. My 1-bedroom apartment at the time was like $400, $450. I'm trying to find something better while I was working at Underground Station, talking to my manager about it because we worked on commission. You work by your sales, right? So I had to go out there, hustle and get it, but things weren't going right. Talking to my manager, seeing what else I could do, possibly getting my own store. They discussed that for a brief moment. I'll get to that part of the story in a second. But we discussed that for a quick second. But he was saying, well, I don't understand, what your financial struggles are. This is a guy a little bit older than me. He's like 35, 40 at the time, right? Your rent should only be like $200. Pissed me off. But he was operating from where he was in the 90s as a 20-something-year-old and what a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment looked like. He thought things had never changed because his position got better. That let me know right then and there is so many people that are just out of the loop, out of touch with reality. What was $200 a lot of money to him? $450 was a lot for me at the time. In his brain, why are you paying so much on rent? You must got a 2-bedroom. No, bro. I got a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. I walk in my front door, I'm damn near in my bedroom. My master bedroom at this house that you see sitting behind me is bigger than my first apartment. I'm going back to go forward. I kept working. When he said that to me, as pissed off as I was, as hurt as I was, I decided to quit that day. Did I quit? No. But I decided to quit. Something else got to be better. So I started making that movement. This is why I keep talking about the Ronin. This is why I keep talking about Sigma males. Brothers, can you walk that path on your own? Even as an older black man with a family, and we're having discussions about that, and me talking about my daughter, being able to share those stories as fathers and things of that nature, he still couldn't relate to what I had going on. So I had to put on my big boy britches, like so many people have said before, and take that path, take that leap of faith. That's when I ended up joining the Army. Before I joined the Army, before I left that job, I moved back to Montgomery. I was supposed to pick up a store in Montgomery, Alabama up on the Journeys. Guess what happened in that mall? That mall closed down. So I'm feeling bad while I don't have this store, that my own store that I'm supposed to be getting and making more money and things of that nature. And the mall closed down, which means that store closed, which means I still would have been unemployed.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Things work out for a reason. I moved back to Montgomery. I find a job at a casino. I start working security. I immediately get hired because I had just got off that bank truck not too long before that. I went from juvenile justice to underground station, kind of mix up the story. Then I got on the bank truck. That was the better. Got on the bank truck. All this shit happened like back to back to back. Got on the bank truck, worked that for about 2 years, left there, went to Montgomery, started working for the casino. Then I joined the Army. Totally out of line. I apologize for that. But juvenile justice, underground station, manager, bank truck. That bank truck, as much as I hated that job, it set me on a trajectory. Going in the Army, got in the Army, left Alabama, came here to Atlanta, worked back for the bank truck company, but I wasn't on the truck anymore. But that led me to going right back and getting on active duty for the Army. Everything was a process. Hated it at the time, but it got me to where I'm at. And I'm saying it out loud to you because I know you got a similar story. Some of y'all got a worse story, and you're still here. You're still making it. Where do you see yourself in your life, bro? Just walk that video down with Kevin. He gave a Game of Thrones example. And I know everybody doesn't watch, but I'm begging you to please go watch that show. It may not be up your alley. It has enough action. It has, the fantasy and sci-fi that you may or may not be into. But the storyline, the characters, there's somebody you're going to find on that show that's in your life right now. Let me pivot over to y'all comments, then we're going to roll up out. Let me catch back up. Corey Joe has said, make him want to go back and watch. Yes, sir, please do. The Quiet Storm says, since KS died, I went back and watched every KS live stream and IG live stream. I learned something new every time I listen to him. Go ahead and hit you with it, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That man left a legacy, and I'm not just talking about his daughter. Shout out to her, but the work that he did. I'm going to say in these few short years from, I think he joined YouTube, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, around 2015. I don't know how serious he got about it. I didn't catch him until like roughly early 17. So I've been watching him off and on for a while. And then he caught fire during that pandemic. Unfortunately passed. But the work he did is still here. His work ethic still shows. You can't argue with that. Let me keep on going. Malika says, awesome game and advice tonight. I really appreciate that, good brother. Shout out to KS again for letting me pivot off of his work. Jay Will says, you tripping, brother Kofa. I would have stuffed my uniform with some bills to keep warm. Look, man, it's so many people that used to ask me, oh man, you work on a bank truck? Oh, I know they pay you good. They don't want you to steal. I used to tell them with a straight face, what they pay me, look at me. What they pay me make me want to steal. Gotta give myself one, Lord Jesus.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
To this day, no dope money, none of that. I guarantee you, if you tell me the denominations, I can eyeball $1 million. I can eyeball just from how much money I used to see on a regular basis, whether or not I was working on the truck or inside the building. I know what $1 million, multiple $1 million, literally looks like on a table. Just show me a stack of money, tell me the denominations, I'm gonna give you a very, very good estimate. That's how much time I put in.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
When I worked in that building, I was more safe, right? Because we were in a secure room. I'm not on the bank trucks with my life on the line carrying a weapon every day. But I used to go in to work at 2:30. Some days I wouldn't leave till 4:30 in the morning, the following morning. So I worked second and third shift all at once. Don't tell me that black men have failed. Don't tell me what the hell our grandfathers didn't do, because them men were working in factories 12 to 16 hour days as well. Let's be real about the work that brothers have put in. So I'm showing this, I talk about this stuff because I want you to understand the work ethic you've already done. This ain't the time to get tired. This isn't the time to get woe is me. You've already done the work. You already set it in motion. You're not going to finish. I know we all have our pushback with Steve Harvey, but it's something so real. He said, If you going through hell, why would you stop? Why would you stop in the middle of hell? Keep going. Let me keep on going. Quiet Storm says, shout out to the Sigma gang. I can relate to what you're saying. Thank you, bro. Malika says, thank you for this show. I needed to hear it for some encouragement to help me keep pushing and striving toward my goals. Always, brother. You never too late. Look, I talk about it. I talk about the street cats all the time because they get so much support a lot of times when they do come out of jail. Now, they may struggle finding a job and things like that, but for some reason, it's always somebody willing to let them lay on the couch, provide them some type of lifestyle to get back acclimated. The brothers just out here living, regardless of how we know what the economy looks like in America. God forbid a brother start struggling. Go get another job. He go get another job. Sometimes the end still don't meet. Because what I found out, because it happened to me, we're getting more money. We're making these strides. We're still trying to help somebody else. Help yourself, bro. Put your mask on first. Appreciate it, EJ. Put your mask on you first. Then go help somebody else. When I say put your mask on first, and I'm saying help you, get totally, completely, if not knocking on the door of it, get out of debt. Get out of debt. Get out your emotions. Get out of your worry. Once again, depression is you can't let go of the past. Anxiety is when you're worried about the future. Notice that when people are talking about that, I just live for the day, they're either stuck in the past or they're worried about the future. So they find some type of comfort in just going day to day. Because that's the only thing they think they can control. No, you can set yourself up, brothers. Start setting yourself up. Let me keep on going. EJ speaking to everybody. Salute, brother. Thank you. EJ says, I work 16 to 18 hour days. There you go. It's brothers out here doing the work. Jay Will says, like they said, you work your young bones so your old bones can chill. You get this.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Big facts. Let's keep on going. EJ said, drop that last $2 with the laughing emojis. Bro, you know I got you.
These last $2.
I appreciate it, y'all. Wanting to keep it, poignant, but light tonight. We've been going almost an hour and a half. I think we're at a good stopping point. I did want to hit y'all with those KS videos. We might do something similar again on Thursday. I'm not sure. Again, just want to hit it and quit it this week. Get ready for the conclave so I can receive some information and be able to bring it back to you guys. I love being here with y'all, man. All jokes aside, I know me and BT was out here playing initially, but that's my dude, man. That's my dude. Jay Will says, my homeboy picked up a third job to try and knock down bills and debt. His baby mama found out and took him back to court. I be having to talk him off the ledge from time to time, bruh. I've had to talk so many other brothers off the ledge, and at the time I'm talking them off the ledge, I'm dangling on that bitch myself. So my goal is to get ahead. We're going to do some, matter of fact, I'm going to share the screen just real quick. I'm going to try to bring it home for y'all. Again, I know y'all can't see that, but let's see how well you can see this. I want to make this make sense to y'all. So y'all see this? Hold on, let me move my calculator just a little bit. I'm going to bring myself on the screen. Give me one quick second. I promise you we're going to wrap up. There I go. We're going to do some real quick math. I try not to do math in public, but I have a calculator and I think my addition skills are okay. So there I go. Bring my calculator back up for me. So this is the way Kofa is trying to live. Let's say I'm going to go high a year. I want you to think about how much money you blow that could go toward that $1,200 to the point where you're out here grinding, hustling, sweating, bleeding, crying, going through a feeling bad state. I'm not going to use the D word. I'm not going to say depression. I'm not going to put that on you. But feeling bad, you're down a little bit. I want you to think about how much money you've given away that could have went to this $1,200 to where your light bill is paid off for the entire year. Do that with each of your bills. See how much money is going to cost you, just straight up living expense. When I do this, I don't include food. You know you got to eat. I don't even include that. But things you have to pay for to make your house, your apartment, your lifestyle run. So think about your light bill, Wi-Fi, gas, water. Add those up, multiply them by 12 individually, add that together, look at what you're looking at, and bring it back on me. I know mine are roughly about anywhere from 6 to 8 bands for the year, which, changing up your mindset, it's not a lot of money. You can get out here and grind it. This is why I'm picking up that Uber. Now I can keep doing month to month. I'm trying to get to the point where I can drop $1,200 on Georgia Power and tell them to leave me alone for a year. Really, my ultimate goal is to paying that bill up, dropping $3,600 and having a credit for the next 3 years. That's one bill I don't have to worry about. Then go out here and hustle some more. Everything else is mine. So do that with your bills. It's just a change in thought instead of just going this month to month. Smitty's Corner in the building. I appreciate you stopping in here. Says I press like. Thank you for being in here, good bruh. EJ says you and Broken Traditions was cooking earlier. I appreciate it, good brother. Yes, earlier today on that live. Again, I did a kind of impromptu live today at 12. For those new watching, I normally go live. Well, I go live 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm in Atlanta. 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I did a little impromptu live today at 12 p.m. to talk about the whole lady with the brick face situation. We had to talk about black men protecting black women, how everything's our fault. Shout out to Umar again. Everything our fucking fault. But again, we come to find out more and more videos. This lady is a troublemaker. Low-key was asking for it. I'm not saying she deserved to get a brick to the face, but when you're slapping people, you're pushing out violence, all this manifestation stuff that all these women love to talk about, the universe just obliged. That's as simple as I can put it.
But, I could be all wrong. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Tears with a tears. Let's see. Malika says, I feel you. Good plan. Corey Joe says, oh, he's walking and listening. He says, salute to you, EJ. All good, bro. But yeah, definitely just take that. I used to do it when I got my taxes back when I was younger. I would just get my taxes where everybody would buy TVs or go out buy a car. I would pay my bills up at least 6 months. What really got me kicked off on that was getting my taxes back. And of course, I didn't pay a lot of child support back then, but it was a lot to me because I was youngin' back then. But I would pay up my child support for the year until my child support caseworker told me, you can't do that. I can't pay my child support up? What are we supposed to do with this? Send it to my baby mama. When I say this lady was mad with me for paying my child support, you can't make this shit up, y'all. You can't. It's amazing to me. Brother got stories for days, man. We'll be on here all night. We getting ready to EJ says that was brick face fault. Try Jesus, not me, because bro gave her the bricks. Like somebody said earlier, just like Gucci Mane.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
But we getting ready to get up out of here, y'all. I may bring my calculator up again and just, rerun them numbers. But do that as an individual. You know roughly how much you're spending on your light bill every month. And what I try to do is add another $20 on that. That way, that time you have family come in, have a chick over, whatever you're doing, you're already covering that when you drop that bulk on them. Then you don't have nothing to worry about. You're ahead of the game. Let's stop staying in this stagnant place of doing the same rigmarole. I'm going to tell you, like Andre from Love Crossing Borders said, I love when that brother said it, America is a corporation. Now, everybody out there don't want to get a passport. Some of y'all not going to get on a plane. Some of you don't want to leave your damn city or state. America is a corporation. Get your money here, then go find your country. I'm not going to get on the passport kick tonight. But I just want y'all to start thinking a little bit more business. Treat yourself like a business. Like Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. I'm the business. Make sure I'm grateful. Knight, just subscribe. Welcome to the Grow family. I really appreciate you. Y'all see John Wick on the screen? I am grateful. Thank you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Knight, you get one more.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Thank you for being in here. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We getting ready to roll, y'all. But like I said, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Quiet Storm says I would have dropped it into the savings account with at least 4% APR or a quick CD at 7% compound interest to make money off that money. Had no clue about that shit back then, bro. But again, just a young man trying to do the right thing. Tis what it is. I appreciate everybody being in here. We'll be right back at it Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably get into some more man conversations again as we get ready for this Manosphere Conclave. Hope you guys can, attend. Some of you may be attending. Hopefully you can get online and at least, join online. They do have that option as well. Thank you for all that watched earlier today on my impromptu live. Thank you for all watching tonight. Once again, this is Growth Talk Podcast, where we help men find a positive, fuck it. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I am your humble host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. Right there on the screen. I thank you all. We're about to slide. DJ Gray Hat in. Salute. Look, he says, gotta have a good troll. DJ Gray Hat says, just subscribe. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Knight says, you guys are just incels. Sure thing. Thank you for the subscription, though. Quiet Storm says, come here, you raggedy ass troll. Quiet Storm on the job. I appreciate y'all, man. I will see y'all Thursday. Like I always say, I love y'all. Ain't shit you can do about it. As always, brothers, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.